Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today the crypto markets are moving again, and Bitcoin broke back above $28,000. But is this fake or is this real, guys? We have a lot of big news to talk about. The FTX trial goes live this week. A big question in your mind might be, are we going to get to see this thing televised? I've been hunting for that information. I can't say for sure yet if they're going to televise this thing. If they do, I'm going to definitely live stream portions of this at some point because we want to see the results of this trial. I want to see some of this testimony. I want to hear what Caroline Ellison says on the stand, his previous partner in this endeavor, and his ex-girlfriend. I want to learn a little bit more about this, but let's talk about what's going on with all the breaking news in these markets today. More expansion by Coinbase, and of course, a price update for you guys on crypto.com and talk about some of the news there. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We are in a new month, which means a new monthly candle, which means new options at the end of the month and new price momentum, question mark. Possibly. A lot of people are saying October. I like it. I love it. But is this a sure thing? Well, nothing seems to be a sure thing because we said September was supposed to be bearish, and here we go. It went up 3%. And now October so far was this morning up 5%, but a little bit of wavering right now. And the traditional market is also moving today as well because the fear of the government shutdown is finally gone and away from us. The government is officially not shutting down, and that is a bullish thing for the market. But there's still some hesitation, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's get into it, guys. Good morning. I got my coffee here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Glad to have you all. Let me fix my screen sharing here and get into it. If you guys like this content, consider subscribing to the channel for more like it. We do 5 videos every single day. Hit that like button if you do. Stick around and enjoy this video, guys. Looking forward to just bringing crypto news to you guys every single day throughout this bear market and into the bull run in the future, guys. A lot to come. So let's get in. Right now, price of Bitcoin at $28,000. Still $28,300 price tag for Bitcoin. It was up slightly higher this morning. Wavered a little bit down, but as you can see, there is a significant trend up. Yesterday, this thing just found a 3% leg up out of nowhere and right in time. On the very first day of October was bullish, which is very interesting to see. Ethereum's currently back above $1,700. Binance coin bounced away off of its floor of doom. It looks like it was on a cliff there. And if we could just take a peek at that real quick, you'll see over the last year, this thing has gone down just like everything else. But on the all-time chart, you'll see we have a very significant floor right at the base. Let's just call it $200. And it is not wanting to break down below that. If Bitcoin can continue to rally up, I really don't think Binance is going to fall down below that. But one of its biggest competitors, Crypto.com, I really believe that Crypto.com is going to give Binance a run for its money. They have the new partnership with PayPal. They have all the marketing efforts that they got going on. And they're still ranked number 37 in crypto market cap. Actually is kind of wavering between rank number 30 and rank number 40. It's been at a variety of places there, but right at a $1.3 billion market cap. Up a little bit on the day, but towards the bottom of its traditional price action. People like to joke around and say, and Black Sea and myself like to joke around and say, in these bear markets, it's almost like a stable coin. This thing for a long period of time, stretches of time, does nothing. But then when a bull market comes along, boom, you can get blast off moments. And with all the building that this company's been doing, I do feel pretty darn good about it. But let's look at Bitcoin here and some of the news about October, this FTX trial, after we get into some of these price charts. So here's the action on Bitcoin. These are your monthly candles, guys. Now, again, September, we thought it was going to be bearish, but, you know, you can never guess them all. You can't ever predict them all, and we had a nice green candle in September. October is already printed a very bigger than the September green candle, and there could be more green ahead, especially since this candle is above 28,400. We could see a $30,000 Bitcoin at some point in October. You might even see this attempt at $32,000 for Bitcoin. November is typically bullish as well. And December can even be bullish, guys. Sometimes it wavers in December, but we do have a long time to go. And so even though October is possible, you know, you ask, is it real or is it fake? Well, from one time to another, here's this bull market to the previous bull market peak, which is the second one. That is 1,431 days. So if we go from this peak over here to the next peak, which would hypothetically be 1,431 days, that would be October 2025. So we still have time where we could see a moment like this where, sure, we came up, but then we kind of came back down and then eventually passed back up. This is basically, almost a year, right? This is almost 1 year of time here that this really didn't do a whole lot. And it came up, it came back down. We could see something like this. This was your pandemic crash right here. I don't think we get one of those because hopefully, God willing, we don't have another one of those ever again. But we could see the moment where this thing comes up, comes back down. I don't really know how it's going to play out. All I do know is that there is a bull market coming. A lot of these large organizations like BlackRock, like Coinbase, which is just becoming the king of crypto here, owning 5% of the supply of Bitcoin. Regular companies and crypto companies are doubling, tripling down on their efforts, even despite this news about FTX and this FTX collapse, guys. So, kind of interesting to watch this price action, but inevitably we will continue to go up for crypto and Bitcoin. On the overall economy right now, some people are saying the economy is starting to slow and the Fed is likely done hiking. I still anticipate a Fed rate hike next month just because, again, that is, or not next month. Yeah, next month now in November. Because the Fed has alluded to the fact that they think there's going to be more rate hikes needed. Maybe the rates are going to remain elevated for longer. I really hope we start to pivot, especially since now I've got a rental property, well, a property that I bought a house, I bought a townhome, which hopefully I intend to rent in the future. My interest rate is horrible. It's very, very high. It's going to be like 7 or 8%, but I need to get off zero. I want a place. This place has great value. I figure when the rates go down next year, I'm going to go ahead and get a different interest rate, right? I'm going to refinance. I'm going to redo it. So if these Fed rate hikes do start to climb down next year and we stop raising hikes, that's fantastic. But I still don't believe that. And I think we're kind of seeing some hesitancy in the market. We had a big bullish move this morning because, the shutdown reprieve here. You can see on Yahoo Finance, they're talking about shutdown reprieve. The government's not shutting down, guys. So they chose not to. They came to an agreement. Even if that happened, you can see articles here saying investors should not care about a government shutdown in Q4. Well, the truth is that you really shouldn't have cared about a government shutdown because on average, the S&P goes up 4.5% during any government shutdown. So it didn't really matter for stocks. It did cause fear, however, and nobody likes to be scared. So we're looking at, positive news of this government shutdown not happening. And we're looking at just kind of mixed signals in the market today. So not a lot of action with the S&P, but Bitcoin is having a lot of action. Now, historically, guys, we should be seeing Bitcoin have a pretty green October because that's just kind of what we see. Here's an October for the S&P 500, which is also green. S&P 500 is green. Go back to, here's a little bit of a red October for the S&P 500 back in 2020. Again, that was a weird year for us all, though. 2019 was bullish. You look at 2018 was actually very bearish so it can be mixed signals for the S&P 500. So for traditional market, we're not out of the woods, though it does look like maybe we're really took a sharp recovery here since at least last November, and it seems like the overall market wants to go up, but we can't put the cart before the horse here. We'll just have to watch it and see what happens with the Fed and Federal Chair Jerome Powell's decisions on interest rates and inflation. The question being, though, is October here? You just saw some mixed signals for October for the traditional market, for the S&P 500. What is the history for Bitcoin and Ethereum in October? Well, yesterday, $70 million in shorts were wiped out, and we had a huge pump because historically, guys, October, you're seeing 5%. Well, this is 5% right now, but 5% gains, 40% gains, 27% gains, 10% gains. 2018 October, again, S&P was very bearish that October, so S&P 500 and Bitcoin came down this October in 2018. Negative 3%. But we see 50% gains, 14, 33% gains, negative 12% gains in 2014, but 60% gains in 2013. Typically seeing pretty big gains in October, and we've already got 5% gains, which is crazy to me for October, or if we do want to call it this, Uptober. Uptober's pretty fun, guys. Now, these liquidations are real, and this is the thing that really drove this up. Now, it is actually more than that article shared a little bit ago. They said 70 million. The truth is, when the day ended and all was said and done, it was $94 million in short positions were liquidated against Bitcoin bears here. The Bitcoin bears got wrecked, and the Bitcoin bulls took charge a little bit yesterday. Now, we're still not back up to this $30,000 price level. Remember when this liquidation happened, 855 million, almost $1 billion of liquidations to the downside. The longs were liquidated. Well, if we can get another liquidation event for the shorts, maybe we can get ourselves back up to $30,000, and we can have that big old Uptober, maybe a 40-50% gain for Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be spectacular? I know we're all looking to make gains, but no matter what, guys, I continue to look at the long term here because I believe in the dollar cost averaging strategy personally. And this FTX trial is coming up, and I don't think it changes anything about that. But let's talk a little bit about this trial and what is going on. Croman Empire says, I think we bounce off this level and head lower to eventually 21K. I could definitely see that at some point in 2024. Maybe this big move to the upside, kind of maybe the end of this year. And at some point early-ish next year, mid-next year, early mid-next year, maybe one more fell swoop down. I would expect one more big old scare at least. I don't know if it's down to 21. I don't know if it's down to 19. I don't know if it's down to 15. I don't know if it's only back down to 24, but I think there's still one more big scare coming. We're not just off to the races. It doesn't quite happen like that. Wouldn't that be great, though, if it did? Actually, maybe it wouldn't be that great because then you don't have as many opportunities to buy the dip and then let her rip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button for that one, folks. FTX customers who lost a fortune on the bankrupt exchange are doubling down on crypto. So imagine if you lost millions of dollars or even just hundreds of dollars on FTX. Are you done with crypto? Maybe some of you out there did lose money in FTX. I'm sure there's actually probably some of you out there. Well, some people that lost a lot of money, specifically this individual right here, Evan Luthra, who's just an app developer, but a big crypto fanatic, loves crypto. He lost $2 million in the FTX collapse, but he still sees Bitcoin as a cheap price here. He says, I want everybody to understand the mistake here was not Bitcoin. It was the mistake for FTX. It was not Bitcoin's problem. The fundamental reason why we buy Bitcoin is because Bitcoin has not changed. And that's the truth, guys. FTX companies, there can be shady things when you have CEOs and executives that are doing backdoor dealings and having conferences with members of Congress and bribing Congress. You can't bribe Congress with Bitcoin. I mean, you could, but there's nobody that controls Bitcoin. You can't. Bitcoin itself ain't going to bribe anybody. Bitcoin holders technically could, but so can cash holders, and we see that all the time. Now, FTX bribed Congress. We know all this. But this doesn't change the fact that, he knows it's going to $100,000 sooner or later. At some point, it's going to $100,000. So this trial goes live, guys, this week. This is going to be a very big story. Now, the only question I have is I don't know if this thing's going to be televised or not. If it is, I want to stream it because I think that it's going to be a very, very interesting story for us to be watching. The truth is, guys, is Sam Bankman-Fried is going to see a lot of trouble from this. Caroline Ellison, his ex-girlfriend, is going to come out and speak out against him. Some other ex-employees are going to come and speak out against him. One thing that I still can't understand is this piece right here. So you can see just some details about the case against Sam Bankman-Fried. His bail was revoked. He was under house arrest, and he was ordered to jail because he was messing around and tampering with witnesses, essentially. All right? Detailing evidence, a lot of evidence against him, and a lot of that is his own words, 70-page court filing, so they got a lot of evidence. But this one blows my mind. Withdrawn charges. In July, prosecutors said they were dropping a charge that Bankman-Fried violated campaign finance rules. The removal followed the prosecution's decision in June to proceed to trial without pursuing 5 other charges. Why did they pull these charges from him? Now, recently we saw like a co-CEO who seemingly came out of nowhere for FTX plead guilty to campaign finance laws. Why is Sam Bankman-Fried not responsible for those as well? I don't know. There's something shady with that. It's interesting. It makes me think, they're going to lighten his sentence. He's still going to get a harsh sentence, I believe, because you're gonna. But I think somebody somewhere did him a favor with this, and it seems to be the DOJ. And it's a little bit sketchy, in my opinion. Because remember, members of Congress were bribed by FTX. So, with that, I'm not really going to look at a story where charges are dropped against this guy and not think something else is going on there. Very, very hard for me. But I'm so curious to see what Caroline Ellison says. She's going to be a crucial figure in this trial. She lived in this house with them where they were doing lewd sex acts, doing drugs and playing video games and role-playing in a variety of different ways, from games to who knows what. Very curious to see what comes out, and I hope it's televised, because if so, we'll be talking about it. But jury selection is finalized tomorrow, Tuesday on October 3rd, and then the trial really starts kicking off, I think, on Wednesday, it looks like. So if it's televised, we'll be talking more about it. We'll be having more conversations about it then. Crypto exchange Coinbase is actually able to secure a Singapore payments license. Right now, we've seen a lot of success from Crypto.com, a very accomplished exchange in this bear market, in getting the tools they need for expanding crypto adoption. Crypto.com has gotten so many licenses that they need that they are probably more licensed than any other crypto firm on the world right now. But Coinbase is also making moves. Obviously, they own 5% of all the Bitcoin. They are going to be like the custodian for BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF once that's approved. So that could be spectacular as well. And it's going to be very interesting to watch the future of this. One thing I've got my eye on is CoinShares stock. I do think that coin, that ticker for the traditional market is going to do well, coin, if Coinbase continues to succeed as an exchange, which I don't see why they wouldn't. Again, 5% of the Bitcoin supply is a bullish enough reason for me to invest in coin stock in itself. Because if I'm bullish on Bitcoin and they own 5% of the supply, when it comes time for them to report their earnings, that's going to be a huge day. Think about this. When Coinbase is able to report their earnings, guys, when they report their earnings, they're going to show the amount of money they made in Bitcoin, and it's going to be in the billions. And if the crypto market goes up enough, one day it could be in the trillions. Probably not in the next bull market, but I wonder what the dollar valuation is. I can't remember how much money they have into Bitcoin, but 5% of the overall supply. So whatever 5% of 500 million is. So what? 25 billion? $25 billion, and at a 100x, I think you get to 2.5 trillion at that point, right? Something like that. So, I mean, is that possible? I don't know. But these are the things I think about. I'm a crazy guy, but you know what? I'm crazy for the right reasons. I look at the value proposition of Coinbase, and I look at, obviously, the value proposition of Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin's going up. If Bitcoin goes up, Coinbase should go up. That just makes sense to me. On the other side, guys, though, Crypto.com has more licenses than any other crypto exchange, and we feel so good about it. And they have NFTs that they're offering and everything that we talk about on a daily basis with this coin. This 3-cent level is still possible, kind of getting less likely as Binance is going up, just like the other altcoins. Binance is fighting for itself right here. Bitcoin had a little bit of a rally. Now, to Croman's point, if he says he's looking for a 21K dip, look, if Bitcoin does crash down to $21,000 again, then I can expect Binance to fall just like this, go swoop, probably hit that line. If Bitcoin comes down to $21,000, then I can expect Crocoin to go swoop and kind of come down to this level right here, and then probably swoop back up some point, maybe something like that. So we, again, got to look at Bitcoin, got to keep an eye on the traditional market, got to keep an eye on the Fed and interest rates, because that's a very relevant part of this conversation, guys. A very, very relevant part of this conversation indeed. And we're going to keep tracking it for you guys on the daily here. Let's see who's with us this morning. I'm going to unshare my screen, and we can do a little Q&A. Let's do this. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Sushi, Shy Sox fan for life. Good to have you. Are you a new member? Have you been a member, Shy Sox fan? Thanks for joining, brother. Appreciate your support. Croman, who else is here? Yeah, he joined right now. Thank you for joining. I missed that earlier today. Shy Sox fan for life just joined us as a supporter here on the Crypto Report. Shout out to you. Welcome, brother. Good to have you. I'm waiting for John 316 to join us as well. He's been a loyal member as well. I know you'll be with us soon, John. We got Croman, we got Sushi. We're getting a real community here, guys. I really appreciate all the support, and I just want to keep transparent with you guys on the moves that we're making in these markets, how we feel, and every little bit of support warms my heart. So thank you guys so much. If you want to become a member, like Croman, like Benny Blue Eyes, good to see you, Benny Blue Eyes. Like Shy Sox fan, then all you got to do is go to the top of our YouTube channel and you could just join. It's really easy to do. And sometimes, you never know, somebody sometimes gets a gifted membership. You can gift memberships. I've seen it happen before. We haven't had them in a while, but maybe as the markets start heating up and people have some extra money, you could be getting a gifted membership to this channel if you stick around and just join us. So make sure you turn on the notification bells, guys. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Croman Empire wants to know how Black Sea and I hooked up for the channel. Well, the good thing is, before the channel, there was always Black Sea and Crypto Kip. Now, those aren't our names. I'm sure you know that by now. But me and Black Sea just went jet skiing this weekend, and I am so sore. But I brought my wife out. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I wasn't supposed to be sharing that. I brought my wife out, and we went jet skiing, and he brought. We were hanging out with him and some of his friends as well, and we had a lot of fun out on the jet ski. But to answer your question, we've been friends for a long time. I used to be, best friends with his. So my neighbor growing up was one of my best friends and still is. He had a younger brother, and that younger brother had a friend, and that friend is Black Sea. And then eventually we started going to the gym together, and we were basically gym friends. And then we talked about all these different things every single day, the market, life, motivation, working out, fitness, just different things, always focusing on making ourselves better. And it's always been a dream. I don't want to share too much about some of the things that Black Sea's done, but I'll tell you, there's one thing that he did that I'm sure he wouldn't mind me sharing with you, which was when we would sit in the gym, or whether I was with him or not, he'd do this thing called gym parking lot thoughts. And it was just a motivating thought for the day. And that was always just a good thing to do consistently. Kind of one of the first practices in kind of social media, I guess, consistently, and very cool concept. And we started talking about maybe we should put our phone calls in a podcast format, or me and you talking on the phone together, which is why originally we were live streaming together. So we just want to keep talking about positive things as humans on this earth, and we wanted to share that with other people. And as we got into crypto, as we got into crypto, we want to start sharing some of that as well. Craig says, has everyone liked? 31 watching, only 5 likes. That's right. We need to get some more likes. He says, yeah, go careful, mate. The last person that should put something on the screen that shouldn't be there. Last all is crypto. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting journey, guys. Me and Black Sea started this endeavor a year ago. And look, we grew from 1,000 subscribers to 11,000 subscribers in a year. Maybe about a year and a half now. I feel pretty good about that. I feel really good about that. I'm happy to just be real, me, transparent, honest. So good question. But thanks for the support. Clary's Beef, good to see you, brother. I know that guy. We got to go golfing, man. I'll hit you up. Anyway, been a pleasure. Yep. Craig, you've been a long-time watcher as well. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. 360 Odyssey has 99,000 crow. That's a big bag of crow. $10 crow, you're a millionaire. Actually, you're 999,900 in there, or something like that. Only thing you hear about Crow is the new regulations they get approved for. Yeah, I mean, Crow right now is just slow. I mean, look, they've got so many things. All the news is out about Crow. The partnerships, Amazon, Google, PayPal. Well, that's new. The Loaded Lions main city, the marketing partnerships, F1 Racing, UFC, Staples Center taking over for Crypto.com Arena. I mean, I could probably sit here and rattle off 500 things that Crypto.com has done to make themselves better. And I can say that about some other exchanges, but not to the extent that I can say about Crypto.com, that's for sure. And so that gets me pretty darn excited about this project and this coin. I'm very, very excited about it. Let's see what else we got going on, folks. Interesting. I'm thinking we still haven't seen the 23K line yet. I'm happy we see 21, plenty of buying opportunity. Everybody agrees, plenty of buying opportunities. So good to have you as a supporter on the channel, Shy Sox Fan for Life. You've been around for so long. Glad to have you join us. Thanks so much. All right, folks. Well, not too much other stuff going on in the chat, but I hope you enjoyed your morning coffee. A little bit of news. The FTX trials this week, if it is live and we can watch it together, then I will go ahead and stream that for you guys and we will show that. But I got some big deals I'm trying to close this week, so wish me some luck, guys. We gotta keep grinding on our day-to-day, guys. This is one of our side hustles. One day I hope this becomes more of a mainstream thing for me in Black Sea, and we can even do more for you, do more research, do more writing, do more conceptualization for future videos. But we'll keep going, guys. I urge each and every one of you to be grateful for what you got. Stay positive on a day-to-day basis. Keep your head, keep your chin up and keep your nose down in the work. And good things will come, folks. Good things will come to those who continue to grind. Benny Blue Eyes asked me, Crypto Kip, you have any thoughts on the meta glasses? I think they're really cool. Except maybe like they could give you brain cancer or something. I don't know. Just like Bluetooth technology on me all the time. I might look into them a little bit more. Good question, Benny Blue Eyes. Good question. All right, guys, that's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel as always, folks. You got to remember to DCA. HODL. Thanks, Shy Sox fan. Appreciate you joining us as a member. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys. More videos coming out for you later today. Stay posted, y'all. Peace.